Good day, guys. This is our second episode. On the first episode, I apologized for the flu that I have. So today, here on trading arbitrage opportunities with Calvin Post, I I have another arbitrage opportunity with the silver US dollar. The reason why I'm trading silver US dollar is because between gold US dollar and euro US dollar, they have the highest swap. They have the highest negative swap. So silver US dollar has a negative swap of 6.65%. A swap is a percentage that a trader pays for either holding a currency or some okay. In this case, if we were holding silver in the short direction, we would be earning a certain swap that I do not check. I do not check what the positive swap is for short positions. At this moment, because we are in a recession, all of my trades are long positions. So what I do is that I buy silver for whole year because we are in a recession. So let's say if I buy silver now, I might take profit next year at the same time. At this is let me check the date for today. This is the date, the 25th, 23rd July 2025. So normally when I hold gold for this year, I will take profit the following year. So what I do is gold or silver or gold euro is that I I use another tool called the global supply chain. It's there on TradingView or on Trading Economics. So normally when the global supply chain is bullish, it tells you that all commodity assets are going to go bullish. So whether it's gold, AUD, and NZD, all the and the South African rand, all commodity currencies, whether it's Russian ruble, they all become positive. So how I take the silver US dollar trades is, since I'm a carry trader, I look for weaknesses in the dollar. If I find any weaknesses in the dollar, I know that the silver will pump because of the global supply chain. Normally, silver, gold, platinum, all those commodities, they normally go bullish during a recession. At this moment, a recession is just can be seen by when all currencies start, all central banks are starting to cut interest rates. That's a sign that we're in a signal, but we are in a recession. But there are many other ways of looking for a recession. You can use inflation and the benchmarks on the annual inflation, and you can also use the GDP and the benchmarks on the inflation on the GDP. So here we are holding a positive. We are holding as a negative swap. Let me show you this again. We are holding a negative swap of minus 6.65% by holding long positions in silver. Uh, this swap is deducted per day. This percentage, minus 6.65%, is deducted for every single day that we hold this currency. But that's not an issue because over time we're going to gain the profits that we're looking for. Let me show you the first trade that I held was here this year in 2025. It was here in April, and this is another position that I held. Another one was held here. So what I do is that I hold long positions, and when the market moves in the positive direction, I keep moving my stop loss. Let's say my stop loss is down here after this entry, or whether I entered here or here. I normally move my stop losses, and all of those stop losses that I have down there, I move them higher as the silver trade keeps moving higher. So this trade will be closed next year in July, depending on whether or not the US dollar is out of the recession. Right now, there's another recession that is created by Donald Trump. Is called using tariffs on other countries. Tariffs were designed to destroy the American economy. So the more Donald Trump is creating those tariffs, the more we're going to have a weaker dollar, and it'll take a while. I think it'll take a year or two before the dollar gets out of this recession, and that's where we're going to uh, take profit out of all of our trades. So those who are asking how I trade silver, the only thing is that I hold long positions and I allow the market to move. These are the first trades that I took this year. Let me show you how silver performs. Uh, this is when the global economy was, this is in 2011. This is when the global economy was booming. The dollar was doing well. So that's why we had this uh, collapse in silver. At this moment, since the dollar was weakening, someone who held who held silver from 2020, that person is still in the trade. But this is how carry traders trade. They just open positions, they move their stop losses above into profit, and they hold for like a year or as many years as possible. So here, because of the weaknesses in the dollar, this trade will continue moving higher and higher, especially for the previous term, uh, the three previous terms from January until now. Uh, Silver will continue moving higher as it is. So here I was not trying to have the longest video, but this is something that silver normally does. Let's say this is a 15-minute time frame FVG. Let me show you this FVG. I normally concentrate my trades on the higher time frame. Normally, what silver does, if you want to hold the trade from the previous day, this FVG starts here. This is the nearest FVG. Normally, silver will retrace like 50% or less, 50% of the previous FVG. So that's why I use this method when I enter into silver. But this trade will continue to move higher as the dollar is weakening. Thank you guys. I'm sorry that the video is too long. And there's something with my voice. That's because I have terrible flu. We had a snowfall here in South Africa. Goodbye, guys.